Hey, welcome back. Today we're here in our backyard and we're going to talk about campsite selection. We're going to talk about a few points when it comes to choosing a campsite. Right now we're just in our backyard, but this is also going to apply when you go out in the wilderness, okay? So the first thing you want to watch for when you're selecting your campsite is safety. You want to make sure there's no dead trees anywhere near your campsite that could potentially come down on your tent or your campsite in a windstorm. And one of the things you're going to watch for in a dead tree is you're going to watch for peeling bark. You're going to watch for, make sure that the whole tree is green, whether it's needles or leaves. There's no dull gray spot where you can actually see the tree. Right? So make sure you look up all the way around. If there is a dead tree and it's small and you have the skills and the tools to bring it down safely, then you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure your campsite is nice and safe. If you can't make it safe, move on to another location. Another thing you're going to watch for when you're selecting a campsite is water. You always need a good source of water close by if you can. Obviously here in the backyard, that's not an issue, or at a campground, but if you go in the wilderness, you want to have a place where you can draw your water from, purify your water for cooking, washing dishes, or whatnot. Another thing to watch for is you want a nice flat spot to set up your tent. You want to make sure you have a nice area that's nice and even, level, and drains well. So even in a rainstorm, that water is not going to pool down. It's going to drain away from your tent site, okay? You want to make sure there's no roots or sharp rocks or anything protruding from the ground. So here's a nice flat spot area, which I like. And it's also nice to have a little bit of shade. So you've got some trees, big evergreens, you got some shade. It's also going to provide you some cover from the rain and somewhat from the wind as well. So here we got a few trees laying around us, a nice flat spot, which is good. So we're going to probably set up our tent, let's say right around here. Another thing to consider when you're setting up your tent is your fire pit. So we got our fire pit just behind us here. We want to make sure it's at least 15 feet away from the tent, so those sparks won't come down on your tent. And one of the key features to look for is the wind direction. So if you know where the dominant wind is coming from, don't put your tent in line with that fire pit so that the winds are going to carry those sparks to your tent. Okay, so be mindful of that. Put it a safe distance away, 15 feet or more, as I said, and watch for the wind direction. Okay. Another thing you got to consider with the wind is if you can, try to orient your tent so that the opening, your door, your tent is facing away from the dominant wind. So if there's a windstorm or a rainstorm, when you open up the door, it's not going to come in your tent. It's always nice also to orient your tent to the southeast. There's several factors there. If everything lines up, good. But the reason why you want to have it east or southeast is you get those first rays in the morning when the sun comes up. Because usually the coldest time of day is early in the morning. So it's nice to get that first nice warm rays of sun when the sun comes up. I always find it useful. So we're going to set everything up. We're going to show them what it looks like with a completed site, including the fire pit, the tent, everything else all around. So you can kind of have a look and see. And we'll give you guys a few tips as well when setting up your site, including putting up a tarp. If you have any questions or comments, we'll certainly welcome that. So hopefully you'll find it useful. So stay tuned and check it out.